Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. This time I did not butcher the title. Before I continue on, let me just say that for the last 7 episodes, I have been using a new mic. I am actually using a mic, not like my headphones with the built-in mic. I'm using a legit mic. And I've noticed that in each episode, it always has this like moving fadeaway voice. It's like I'm moving around the mic so much, but in honesty, I'm like 90% of the time sitting still. So I don't know why that's happening. I'm right now in the middle of trying to figure that out. Hopefully I will get that figured out. If I don't, then it's yeah. Well, it's a learning curve. That's all I'll say. I'll learn as I go along and try and figure things out. But until then, I will have to suffer this, and it's annoying, but whatever. Every day's a learning experience, right? But anyway, let's go. What? Prosecutor von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time, Maya. Successor? Manfred von Karma. He was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, also he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! Pearly! You showed up! Oh, thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came here all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Oh God. That's... I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Oh my goodness. Props on you, Pearls, for doing that. You must have left at the crack of dawn, like 6, no, not even 6, 4 a.m. in the morning? Oh my God, girl. Props on you, Pearls, props on you. Pearly? What about the train? Huh? What's, train? Oh, I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared, Nick. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life, Maya, please, don't ever mention that name again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya, I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean, Nick? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Ooh, so ominous. What happened to Edgeworth? Who knows? We'll figure out someday, I promise. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and defense prepared? What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, Are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on. She's the famed successor to Prosecutor von Karma? I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Ow! I'm talking. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. I had to fix something at the corner. Anyway. Yep, Franziska von Karma has a whip. And she's not afraid to use it. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Oh, please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those on von Karma blood only have one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Oh, how foolish. If that is how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. Oh god, she's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct, sir. Ow! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at the map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. Well, what were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite a look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Oh, and that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that, sir. Stop wasting my time, then. Franziska von Karma is supposed to have a German accent, but I can't really do German. I can't do accents, period, so... I am so sorry if my voice for her sounds weird. I'm a guy, so I can't do a girl voice, but that's beside the point. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. A shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instant death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So, the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Oh, I did not read it. Crap, I'm so used to clicking and reading. Ah, crap. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. Okay, that was nothing new. That was totally nothing new. Whoops. I'm so used to, like, clicking, I forgot to read it. Anyway. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. Oh my god, wrong button. Stabbed. What was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was that? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And, of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Oh god, this does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instant death. How severe was the wound? Oh my god. Are we having one of those days again, pressing the wrong button? Every trial, I press the wrong button. Well, if it had been a half-inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Now this is where I'm concerned about. Where did the pistol come from? Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yup, sure as sure can be, pal. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. Nothing sounds out of place so far. I should try to learn more about the murder weapons for now. Isn't that what I just... Oh, okay. Wait, what? A direct shot... Wait, is this new? Oh, okay, I see. So the first two are new. I was like, wait, why are we at the beginning but it's a new statement? I was confused. Anyway, I don't know why they didn't just put that at the end. That's so stupid. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? Well, it was the victim's. The victim? Why would he have... Why would he have had the pistol? Who cares, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints. There were fingerprints. Excuse me. Along with the victims, that defendant Maya Faye's were also on the grit, sir. Oh, that's not helpful at all. So, the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point blank, huh? So, about how far away is that? Well, it's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Oh, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Whoa, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. Brought the two murder weapons with me today, sir. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. The pistol, murder weapon, it belonged to the victim. Fired fired twice and bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. The knife, also a murder well, it took part in the murder, so yeah, it counts as a murder weapon. A small fruit knife belonging to the Fays. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
Oh god, this is going from bad to worse. Oh, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for a doubt now, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You've changed your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Would you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. God, this is a huge decision. I gotta think this through all the way. I honestly think that Maya is set up. Because remember what Mia said when we visited last episode as a detention center. That spirit mediums, when they are channeling the spirit, they do not dream. For all intents and purposes, their soul is gone, being borrowed, gone away with their body borrowed. So if Maya cannot dream, that most likely means she was not channeling someone at that time. So she was set up. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna prove that, but she was set up. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You would have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Where's my mouse? There it is. Ow! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Everyone is scared of that whip. Oh, boy. A whip. Jesus. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. The piece directly links Maya Fay to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Clothes Maya wore during the time of the murder. Can I check the clothes? I can't do a check. I'll at least do that to see if I can do a full check, because sometimes they go to a separate screen and show you a different angle of the item. That's what I'll do. Otherwise, I'm not going to be checking the evidence to say, oh, what was this again? Anyway. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood spatter on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
What's wrong, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Yeah, that's her habit. Full name. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? Oh my god. You're kinda scary today, you know, pal. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Oh my... Well, Wright, Phoenix is a man on a mission here to save Maya, so you can't blame him. Well, this is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Maya's costume. Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? As you can see, it's covered in blood. This blood on the costume. Lab results showed it was the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Oh god, definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here... what should I do? No, she immediately cut it off. I exercise my right to challenge that question. I mean, not challenge, to push my question. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. Yes, there is. If you don't mind, I'd like you to change your attention to this. There's a hole here. I'm actually curious as to what this hole is. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time's up. So about the costume. Well, there is one thing wrong with it. It's the hole. Your Honor, actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. Oh, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is right here. There's blood splatter, yes. But that does not account for a hole in the costume. Considering that this is a respected religion in the terms of spirit channeling, I would not think that a spirit medium would willingly wear their costume with a hole in it. It makes no sense. So why is that there? I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? Oh, there's a tiny hole here. A hole? Well, that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that this must be a bullet hole. Order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. If there's a bullet hole, then wouldn't that prove that Dr. Gray was not helpless? Yes, he was rendered immobile from the stab. And the gun was his. So wouldn't that mean that he shot at Maya while he was down on the ground before being shot himself? Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Oh, pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole does not change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence technically still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, well...
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. No, I think I know where to press now. Right here. The defendant attacked and killed a person who without a doubt was not fighting back. There's gunpowder residue and a bullet hole on the costume. Dr. Turner Gray fought back. And now we have proof about it. The costume with a bullet hole. Oh, now we can check it. See? Bullet hole. That's evidence of Dr. Gray fighting back. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling, pal. You said my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked so... That's a weird sentence. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you overlooked supposed to mean? Well, what does it mean? I'll tell you. It means the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright. Wind seems to be shifting towards my direction now. Huh. What's with that, are you finished yet? Oh, what's with that, are you finished yet laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim, true. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Now that you... What? That's right.
Which means, the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Oh? How so?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Aha! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Well, we will do that in the next episode, where we'll listen to the new testimony, what transpired. I am going to go ahead and call it into this video because, again, 30 minutes. And we'll see what can possibly go wrong. I mean, we still haven't proved we haven't proved anything yet, unfortunately. In terms of Maya's innocence, so... It's not looking good. I'll see you later, everyone.